Hello the people of Western here playing Resident Evil 2, the original. Here's the current situation. I'm taking the grenade launcher with me alongside the bowgun and the submachine gun. That's about it. I don't feel like I need anything else. I could hypothetically take the pistol with me with the pistol ammo, but that'll be overloading my poor little inventory. I only have 3 slots left, and I'll keep them free for any possible items I might encounter. I could hypothetically load up on healing supplies as well, but I'm not about to do that. I think I'll do well without them, and if I can't do well without them, then that's my own damn fault for being horrifically incompetent. And I am perfectly willing... Hello, Sherry. I am perfectly willing to replay things then. I should also presumably soon enough encounter another typewriter, another item box, and with them additional ink ribbons. At this point, to a certain extent, I'm saving compulsively because I have no idea when the game will crash. Fool me once, shame on me. I know that it only failed miserably a single time during this playthrough, but I'm not gonna risk it a second time. So there's that. And there's no harm in that either. It doesn't really seem like save scumming unless you reload the save. Or arguably unless you save with the intention of reloading if things go wrong, even if they don't. And as you can quite clearly see, I don't really intend to reload saves for the most part. I eat the consequences unless things really go horrifically wrong. Which they pretty much don't. There's a ladder, let's go down there, defeat the monster. I think I should be able to defeat it by shooting it once, but we shall see. Whoa, no! Get it off, get it off, get it off! There is no time to operate it. What do you mean there's no time to You know, I wanted to escape. I was very upset at the tiny thing grabbing her, but apparently I have to defeat the monster first. Okay, these tiny things are annoying as hell. What exactly am I supposed to do about them? Do you just step on them? Nope. If you step on them, they still get ya. She's horribly, gruesomely injured, and I'll need to heal her. Unless she dies right here, right now. Which she didn't. But yeah, she's just in caution. Would you look at that? I don't know, I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to eliminate them. Maybe I can just shoot them and get rid of them. Obviously, getting caught is suboptimal. So quite possibly walking into them is a bad idea. I don't know. Maybe it's perfectly feasible to avoid them during this fight. You just have to run around properly. I don't feel particularly bad for getting injured over here. I will... Oh no! Go up the ladder! Don't get caught another time. I mean, she's just in yellow. She's just... What is it called? Caution? Yes, she's just in caution. And now she's presumably on that bit of the map I've discovered earlier. Yes, the sewage disposal bit that we have discovered previously. That bit that was completely disconnected from everything else. And through here, presumably, we will be able to make our way to the actual facility. This is not the actual bit where you transition to another place. You just hop on down here. Ugh. Don't tell me you have to crawl underneath. Can you open this? I have to go back for Sherry. Are you kidding me? I'm supposed to run past these tiny things? Will you go down the ladder? Do I have a choice in the matter? I was about to say, yeah, presumably after you leave, they'll just be gone. Alright, we take the trip back, and then we take Sherry to the secret underground lab. I don't know, this really doesn't seem like the best and brightest of ideas available. Sounds like a terrible idea considering that that's ground zero for the entire incident. I could heal her since I'm already here, but no, I'll eat this, and if I die, I die.
Claire, you came back! I can't believe the man who developed the G-Virus is actually her father.
I can.
What's wrong, Claire? It's nothing. But I think I found a way out of here. We should be able to find someplace safe if we can just make it out of town. But... Don't worry, I'll protect you. I promise. But you have to make sure you don't leave my side. Leon, are you still there? We're leaving.
Parking lot?
Are you crazy? The streets are still crawling with zombies.
It'll be all right, trust me. We
What?
found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Claire! Claire! Wait!
Claire, what the... Listen, it's one thing if they lose contact because of technical difficulties, desperately trying to communicate with one another and trying to coordinate on how to deal with the situation best. It's another thing entirely when she just figures, I've got this, Leon, I know what I'm doing, you just follow my lead. Click. I'm not communicating with you any further, I know what I'm... Why? Why would you do that? It makes pretty much no... There's the two of you. You literally have one guy out there. You can... I'm gonna go and heal as I monologue. You literally have one guy out there that you can possibly rely on. We could also go to the parking lot. I mean, why not? Try and see if we can do anything over there. If you have a single person over there... she's not gonna follow her, of course she's not. Fair enough, which seems to indicate that the parking lot is a no-go. I'm fairly confident Leon's gonna go to the parking lot, possibly with Ada, though I have no idea whether Ada is even in this game, in the original. For all I know, she's not. But yes, indeed, why on earth would you... ignore him? Like quite a few zombie apocalypse scenarios. Look, I'm ditching the grenade launcher because I have a single shot left. Hypothetically, I could find additional ammo for it, but I'm not gonna bet on it. Takes up an unnecessary slot. I'm taking the pistol with me instead. Because it's cheap, expendable. Even though it doesn't have the stopping power of the crossbow. The crossbow is brilliant because it knocks enemies back. Goodbye. Giving me more time to react. But yes, in this sort of circumstance, when you have a single person to trust, presumably you should be mature about this. You should communicate. You should try to do your best together to figure out a solution to the situation. You shouldn't get into these petty scuffles because that's benefiting absolutely no one. I understand that problems arise when you have different opinions on how to resolve conflict in a zombie apocalypse scenario. That's what pretty much every single zombie apocalypse movie or series deals with. But this is absolutely unnecessary conflict. Yes, not to beat a dead horse. I think I've made my point clear, so... So there's that. And at no point do they have the intuition that they could try to leave through the parking lot? Sherry, did you get stuck on scenery, dear? What is it? Don't moonwalk. Will I get a Sherry section over here as she crawls underneath this? I don't know.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Claire, what do you mean, let's get out of here? Yes, that's William Birkin. Run. Run?
Run!
This is so stupid. Claire?
Sherry, where are you? Sherry! Claire! I'm here!
I know, belaboring the point, etc. Beating an undead horse, as it were, but... What exactly gives you the intuition that going through the underground secret lab of Umbrella Corporation is going to be something that lets you leave the city? I mean, it does, but at the same time that seems highly counterintuitive. You're going into the lion's den, alright? Sounds like the last sort of thing you'd want to do. All right. Gotta be ready to run. Those are moths over there. I know they're just a tiny clump of pixels, but I believe they're moths. Here's a doll. Oh dear, this is gonna be lovely. Basement level 2. Okay, alright. We will have to basically run past everything because she doesn't really have much of a weapon. Is this a... no, it's a whiteboard. Okay. God damn it. I can't. Okay, tell you what. The exit to the... what? The exit to the ladder is blocked up. Well, how am I supposed to leave then? Yeah. Okay. We can run around this little shelf. I just have to find out which way the zombie is coming from. Presumably from behind, as you can hear. So from bottom right, not top right. Then I will run around this as it's on the other side. Very slowly transitioning. Come on, zombie. You're making this weird. Look, if I walk backwards to see where the zombie is... oh, no. It's going through here. Fair enough. Various codes and meters are placed in order. Damn it. Okay, hurry up. It's out of reach. What do you mean it's out of reach? I mean, that was clearly the way to go. Well, crawling through a... oh no. It wasn't shown on the map because it's not necessarily a proper exit, and it is something only Sherry can navigate. Alright, we're not looking for items over here. We're darting through here. No! Let go of me! Let go of me now! Well, am I really seriously expected to avoid them? How? Go! Oh. Now I have healing. Should I need to use it? Okay. A trash compactor. What is this? The wolf again? Are we seriously doing this? Are we also supposed to find the eagle then?
Claire? Oh.
You know what? I mean... Okay, but... Fine. Based on what I know from the remake, let me explain, even though you presumably know possibly better than I do. Obviously, we end up with Sherry passed out in a room filled with trash, like in the remake. She gets implanted by Birkin, like in the remake, except all of this happens basically at the same time. So from something that seems like the trash compactor, but absolutely isn't, it's a trash chute or something along those lines, she lands down there in the, I don't know, the trash room? The incinerator room or something? Well, Birkin implants her, and at this point, therefore, she's out of action. She's gonna be passed out. We have to have Claire find her, and then we have to save her, taking her to the lab. I have no idea what the interaction with the net is gonna end up being like. Possibly as absurd as it was in the remake. I didn't expect to be able to go back, but apparently I can. Okay. We go through, whatever you want to call this. What do you call this sort of thing? So it's not a gate, a sluice? I don't know. I don't know what it is supposed to be. Let's call it a door, a sliding sort of door. Okay, show me the map. This is the map. Where do I wish to go? Well, onwards and to the side, I guess. There's pretty much nothing else to do, nowhere to go. So we head back over here. It's too dark to see what's inside. Okay, so you can look, but you can't see. Climb on back, and lo and behold, blue herbs to deal with poison. Blue herbs. 2 of them. We go through a door, and where do we arrive? In a safe room. Here is the typewriter. Hold on. So the only thing remaining at the police station that I haven't really investigated is that locker that requires a special... I think Leon is going to be able to access that. I don't think they will expect me ever to backtrack as Claire all the way over there to the police station. I think we're done with that place completely. It's an old locker, okay. So is this. And you check the 3rd one and turns out you can actually interact with it. So yes, my impression absolutely is that we are done with the police station. So much healing, so much more than I need. This should be the control room if that's what we're doing here. A device to regulate the quality of sewage water. I see. Yes, and we can go down through here. The warehouse door is locked. Will you use the lockpick? Sure. Let's investigate this. More bullets. Awesome. There is nothing inside. Not anymore, there isn't. Read the note. Fax to the sewer manager. User list of the connecting facility. On the first and third Wednesdays of the month, Angelica Margaret, Chief of Maintenance, will make use of the facilities. Be sure to reduce the moisture levels in the facility by activating the fan as the equipment she will be using is susceptible to the effects of water vapors. On the 28th, every month, the chemical transporter, Don Weller, will use the facility. The chemicals he will be transporting are extremely volatile. Extreme caution should be observed throughout the transport. I'm not trying to memorize this. On the 6th and the 16th of every month, Police Chief Brian Irons will visit the facility to attend the regular meetings that take place in the lab. On the 4th Friday of every other month, William Bulkin will use the facility to conduct a training seminar for the Chicago branch of Umbrella Incorporated. As the probability of an attack upon Dr. Birkin will be high, take every measure conceivable to guard his life. Wow. People don't like Dr. Birkin, huh? You will be informed of all other potential visitors and the times they will arrive as needed. Guide these individuals to the destination safely. We expect nothing but the best from you. Charles Coleman, Secretary-Chief, Umbrella Headquarters. Brilliant. Hey guy who works in the sewers. Here are these people you will usher into all sorts of different places, including secret culprit facilities. Yes. Please make sure they are accommodated as well as they possibly can be, you know, in the depths of the sewers. I'm going to save here, just to be on the safe side. You never know when things might crash. Control room, see? Control room 1, to be more accurate. I knew this was supposed to be a control room of some description. It's quite apparent that it is. It's got machinery that makes it look like a control room of some description. Of course. Let's head down to the well house. Since this is possibly the sort of thing you can miss, presumably we are going to end up in the same place that Sherry was a moment ago, down there. Especially since, you know, one place is above the other. So I should be able... Oh, right! Right! Yeah! That's the same ladder, so I should be able to clear out that zombie. I have no idea whether there's anything of use down there, but at the very least I'll get to kill a zombie. So there's that. Oh, joy. Clank, 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 and down we go. Hello? Hello? Anyone down here? What is this? We'll take the bolts. You bet I will. Codes, yeah, whatever. Well, is the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anything of use? Anything of note? Anything? Out of reach, huh? Not for her. Grenade rounds have been acquired. Okay, there were grenade rounds placed on top of a shelf. They were placed so high that Sherry couldn't reach her. Sherry couldn't reach them, and as for her, as for Claire, she absolutely could. Obviously, predictably enough. Can you interact with this? Just tell me that you can't go there. A small ventilation hole. It's way too small for an adult to enter. Fair enough. I expected as much. I wouldn't expect to find anything else over here. I've already managed to find 2 types of ammo. I've expended some pistol ammo in order to acquire that. Seems worthwhile. Yeah, there's presumably nothing to be found over there. And I can't follow Sherry, so this is effectively a dead end. Down we go. Do we meet Annette in another control room or something? Do we end up in a control room and see Sherry through the window? I insist on speculating every single time. But then again, what can you do? Okay, so here we are. Sewer level B2. There's a path forward and a path to the left. This will take me up. So, I need to keep that in mind. Oh, a map! Brilliant. The sewer map, will you take it? Yes, you've taken the sewer map. Give me the map, give me the info. Alright, sewer level B1, there's presumably the control room, a third one. If I am to rely on my knowledge of the remake, then yeah, that's the one where you use one of the codes on a locker. The one... a very stressful place to be in, because there's quite a few zombies over there and very little space to maneuver. It's really stressful. It's right after you pass by the sort of the electric doohickey, the cart, the train, the monorail thing. To the side, not able to enter it, you just see it from the side, with electricity sparking by. So that's the only place we can see over here on sewer level B1. There's literally nothing else aside from what we have already seen. And there's sewer level B2. Interestingly enough, that's it. That's all there is to it. There's significantly more to it in the remake, but what are you gonna do? Now this is rather fascinating. Yes, because if this is the actual layout, then how on earth are we supposed to do anything? Yes. Well, the only way we can go is onwards. So, I mean, we can go onwards through the door that's right ahead of Claire, and then there's the elevator. But where does the elevator take her over here? Well, I guess we'll find out. There are also ladders over there, but where do the ladders take her? There's obviously the possibility that from the sewers she can just reach the underground lab. It would make perfect logical sense. Okay, what do we check? We should presumably check the door first. Maybe it's inaccessible. No, it's perfectly accessible. Okay, we'll go right back and we'll see whether the elevator is accessible. I don't like the thumping. Not at all. Alright, we're over here. Does it work? No! Oh my god, yes, we can't actually access this because you cannot call the elevator down for no good reason whatsoever, mind you. Any sort of elevator of this sort should have a button, we'll just recall it. But you can't, so this place is inaccessible. We will only be able to access it once we call the elevator down from up there. At which point we won't necessarily need to go here. Unless we do. Which means that the only path is the path onwards. We can go to the left and we can go to the right. The path to the left leads us to a ladder that might lead us to the control room. The path to the right leads further into the complex and to every single interesting place available. I have not taken any healing, and presumably we are gonna get caught by quite a few monstrosities as we desperately wade through the water, whatever liquid, well, the filth, essentially. That is over here. And since I want to investigate everything thoroughly, obviously I'm gonna be in the regrettable position of inevitably getting caught. I can't see it! I'd love to shoot it from up here. Switching to the bow gun. Maybe I should have grabbed the grenade launcher. I don't know. I'm switching to the bow gun. You know, if bad things happen, then so be it. I can always heal back up, or I can reload. Check this guy. Nope. Oh, will we get a cassette? We should. No, but we get flame rounds. Stop it with the thumping, it's so unnerving. Yeah, I think that's the idea. Okay, well, the only accessible thing is the ladder. Anything on this guy? It's too dark to see. Yeah, it's on the other side. There's a ventilation hole at the base of the ladder. At the base of the ladder? You mean at the top of the ladder? The fan is spinning too fast for me to enter. Does Ada enter this? Whoa! Spiders! Spiders! Well, if I go right, that's a dead end. It's too dark. Ah, fine. Never mind. I don't care what's on the other side. Spiders! Thumping spiders! Acid spewing sewer spiders! More of them. Okay. We can go left or we can go onwards. Now, the path onwards leads us someplace that's not mapped out as far as the sewers are concerned. I mean, check it out. There's a door that leads nowhere. To a place that's not described. So I'm tempted to go there first, but presumably we should... honestly don't know. Once again, we can go forward, we can go to the left. Let's go onwards first. The water is flowing too fast for me to go. Can you activate this? Clearance identification device. A wolf and an eagle are etched on the... damn it! Climb. Yes, we'll need 2 crests or whatever. Oh! There are blue herbs growing here. Will you use them? No. Okay, fine. So maybe that's where they got the idea in the remake of Resident Evil 1, actually, to have just a little pot with green herbs on the balcony. You can only... Hello, Annette.
Who are you? Oh, I see. Another spy sent by Umbrella, right? Let me guess. You're here to steal my husband's G-Virus, aren't you? You are tenacious, I'll give you that.
Husband? Then you must be Annette. Sherry's mother?
What?
Sherry's wandering around alone in the sewers. You have to help me find her.
That's impossible. I told her to go to the police station. What's she doing here? William will be after her.
William?
That's right. The creature that's been causing all this destruction is none other than my own husband.
I know. Give me the backstory, fine.
This way.
It's sheer perfection. My precious G-Virus. No one will ever take you away from me.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-Virus sample.
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
Stop it. You might hit the sample.
What?
That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William! Oh my! Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
Alpha team, have you retrieved the sample yet?
Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous point in 1 minute.
Roger.
I mean, I know.
Are you telling me that he injected the G-Virus into his own body?
The G-Virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something's wrong. Let's check it out. Over there! Shoot it! Eat this, you freak! The guns aren't stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry!
The G-Virus is a pathway to many abilities.
What is this thing?
Some consider to be unnatural.
Fire! Fire! Son of a...
So those rats were the carriers of the virus?
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. I tried to save him, but I'm afraid it's already too late.
But...
And that's not even the entire story.
I know.
Every G-Virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other life forms. That's why he's after Sherry.
what are you trying to say?
The bodies of individuals with non-related genetic coding are likely to reject the embryo, but since Sherry is his daughter, that possibility is non-existent. It's an inherent survival instinct.
It's Sherry! You go that way.
You know, you'll forgive me for not being particularly enthralled, but I already know all of this. It's just that this gets dumped on us all in one go, which is preposterous. And of course the characters... Annette seems as if Annette is significantly more sympathetic over here. Sure. But at the same time, that ruins things dramatically. It really doesn't work as well. I guess throwing Annette under the bus really fleshes out the plot. It really adds to the entire experience. It makes perfect logical sense. And being drip-fed details throughout the game also makes perfect sense. It makes significantly more sense. This is the bit of information we receive at the very tail end. Before the fight against Birkin in the circular room, and right before the escape from the self-destruct mechanism and the final confrontation against the tyrant, or the final confrontation against Birkin. Notably, at this point, we haven't even confronted Birkin once. Yeesh. So, once again, my complaint over here is that things have been ruined by just the tiniest details being thrown together rather haphazardly, rather than in a way that's properly planned out and makes logical sense. But then again... I don't know, maybe I should be significantly more forgiving. Because good writing hadn't been invented yet by that point. I don't know. I probably would have been significantly more impressed had I learned this story for the first time. Old pressure regulator and oil tank. But obviously, after I know the entire story, all of these bits are not going to impress me unless they're presented in an even better fashion. And since they've had years to mull over this, the fans had as well, and everything one would presume would be rather improved than ruined. Because why on earth would you release something that has been made even worse? Obviously the remake is going to seem better. All pressure data transmitter, insert the valve handle and rotate it to move the central bridge up or down. I don't have the valve handle with me. Can't cast unless the bridge is down. Are you kidding me? Okay, well then. That means I have to run through this damn place again, get the valve handle and return. Could I have expected that? I don't really think so. Not reasonably, anyway. Fine. Run. I could also nitpick every single detail, but I think it's apparent enough. Not that that's gonna stop me, of course. Obviously, I am going to nitpick the sorts of things that still spring to mind as I'm trying to navigate through what I need to navigate through. Let's see, do I give up on the pistol? Yeah, I think it's time to give up on the pistol. I have enough bowgun ammo to last me a lifetime, quite possibly. That's too much stuff all at once. So what should I get rid of? I'm tempted to get rid of the submachine gun, but at that point I'm gonna treat it as too precious to use up in any circumstance. There you go, submachine gun, away with ye. How is she doing? She's fine. So yes, the idea that Claire would tell Annette, you go that way, in her own lab. I mean, technically they're in the sewers, but you know, in this area that Annette knows significantly better. Instead of, I don't know, giving her some useful information on what she has actually done to lead Sherry into this damn place. Yeah, consider the fact that in all of this, Annette is the sane person, and Claire is absolutely deranged, okay? Because when we find Sherry, she is at the police station. That is overrun by zombies, sure, but then Claire gets the bright idea to lead Sherry into the sewers and the secret lab of Umbrella. You know, ground zero for the entire thing. Crawling with vicious spiders, zombies, the G's and whatnot. Is that really an improvement? I think putting her in a safe room at the police station would be a better idea. Not because it's a permanent solution that's gonna play out nicely, indefinitely, but it's significantly better than just, you know, dragging her from place to place. And let's not forget that that also lines up with what Leon has suggested. Hold on, I'm not sure bringing her over there in order to try and escape the city is the most brilliant of ideas. The city is crawling with monstrosities, the lab is probably going to be even more crawling with monstrosities. Maybe we should think this through. No. So in all of this, Claire is an unreasonable hothead. But then again... Yes, then again, in the originals, the characters are not necessarily the brightest bulbs. Tell me that the valve handle is no longer of any utility. Presumably this is the last time we're gonna use it. Okay. We might have to use it yet again once we get to the upper level. Show me the map. This is where we are, and... Yes, and this is the equivalent of this room, except upstairs. In order to cross that, we'll also need this stupid little bridge. How inconvenient. Of course, you can save here. Collect some stuff, and so on. Taking the green herb. Let's combine these. Bada bing, bada boom. 2 green herbs combined. All pressure regulator, all tank. Tell you what, I am going to elevate this to a higher state of being, because presumably next time we need this, we're gonna need it upstairs. Yeah, whatever, Chloe. Oh, look. Flame rounds. More of them. Thankfully they stack with the flame rounds we already have. Can you interact with the computer? An old typewriter. You don't have an ink ribbon, that's fine. Yeah, it's just fine. It's one of those circumstances where she... I was wondering whether she is interacting with a note or the doll. The doll. Yeah, it's one of those circumstances where you encounter a typewriter, but you don't encounter the item box. Which is interesting because there are plenty of items to pick up over there. Okay, corridor leading to a room, and that room leads to a ladder, which leads Logos knows where. We need to find the second crest, presumably the eagle one, just like in the original Resident Evil 1 and the remake of Resident Evil 1. We need the 2 crests, then we'll be able to... Yes, get rid of the waterfall. I wouldn't necessarily call it a waterfall. The sewer fall. Will she have to run away from something over here? This seems suspiciously empty. That's a side path if I've ever seen one in my life. It's a high-pressure gas cylinder. In case of an emergency, the red light will turn on, and the gas cylinder may be removed. Let's read that again, okay? Because this seems important. But yeah, I guess the general idea is emergency, red light can remove cylinder. But why? This is a high-pressure gas cylinder. In case of an emergency, the red light will turn on and the gas cylinder may be removed. Is this like Jaws? Will we have to take the cylinder, toss it into, I don't know, Birkin, then shoot the cylinder to blow him up? I don't know. Okay, just keep that in mind. There's a gas cylinder over here, apparently. And what are you? You look like a gate. Okay, and you're non-interactive. This is a weird place. The corridor is very wide and seems to serve no purpose whatsoever. It's like she's got a tick. Sherry!
Sherry!
Wait, what? Run! Smile, you son of a bitch! Damn it! I did, well, there was a little explosive rounds. That's still fine. Yes, and I know which scene this is supposed to be the equivalent of, but not particularly impressed. Anyway, as she was saying, Sherry. Dumping area B2. The door is electronically locked. Oh, sure. After the monster makes it out of that area, shut the door. Right, of course. A safety lock device for use in case of an emergency. Will you release the electronic lock? You know what? No, I actually won't. I was about to... I figured there was something over here, but no, it's just a light. Fine. Release. And before I interact with Sherry, as inhuman as it make me seem, I'm going to search the entire room for items. And lo and behold, you find 2 ink ribbons over here. See? Did you see them? Did you? Would you even expect ink ribbons to be found in such a place? Looks like all the city's trash has been dumped here. Why? To be eaten by a mutant alligator? Oh gee, this is where Chloe Price belongs. Oh, that's wonderful. Good time was had by all. I don't have the inventory slots for a quest item, and it's right here.
Come on, wake up, Sherry. My stomach. It hurts. Don't worry. You'll be fine. Come on.
Will she though?
Let's go.
That was so robotic. No. Sherry? Sweetheart, do you have a separate inventory that I can dump stuff into? You probably don't. But it's a clever... sort of a... would be a clever way to solve things. Damn it! Well, I could hypothetically use the healing. It's not like I need it. All you know, I could return here eventually. Possibly we'll find an item box up there. Maybe. We shall see. I presume this leads all the way up there, and I've already... You know what? Let's not go up the ladder quite yet. Let's wait for her to catch up. We need to find a net and be told that we need to go to the lab. Now, if you don't have the foresight to figure out that you need to raise this, then this is not gonna be raised, and you won't be able to cross. Hopefully you can't fall off of this. Okay. So, I'm here. Is there a... What is this? Fan regulator. You can stop the rotation of the fan briefly. How exactly? Am I supposed to use a valve? Is that what we're using? Is that why you didn't? Okay. I see how it is. Look, I'm not going. I know that this is supposedly just brief, but I need my item box. I need to pick up the, This is the other thing that we need. Damn it! I need the item box. Even if I will waste one of the items, I will absolutely not be able to pick up both of these. A machine to regulate the amount of trash. Really? Sewer manager's diary, June the 20th. All I'm thinking about right now is access to the damn item box. I have too much stuff on me. That's the biggest problem. Otherwise, I could pick up both of these things, slot them where they belong, and go on my merry way. It would be so easy and beautiful and perfect, but no, I don't have the inventory slots. It's the only problem. Of course, it makes perfect sense. I've left the thing for Leon, and I decided to take all of these weapons for no good reason. That's on me. The 28th of June has been a while, but I saw Dan today. Dan or Dawn? Is that an A? No, that's an O. I saw Dawn today, and we talked after completing our work. Once again, this is so stilted. He told me he had been sick in bed until yesterday. It really doesn't come as much of a surprise given how long he's been working here. He was sweating like a horse and kept scratching his body while we were talking. I asked if he was hot, but he just looked at me funny. What's wrong with him anyway? 7th of July, Chief Irons has been visiting the lab quite often lately. I don't know what he's doing over there, but he always looks grim. The expression on his face has been even more unsettling than usual. My guess is that it's because of Dr. Birkin's impossible requests. The chief has my sympathies, though. After all he's done for the town, he doesn't deserve this. The 21st of July. I rarely drink because I'm on the graveyard shift. I don't suppose I have much to complain about since this is how I make my living. Okay. 16th of August. Chief Irons came in late today, looking grimmer than his usual self. I tried to joke with him to cheer him up, but he wasn't amused. He pulled his gun and threatened to shoot me. Well, that's one way to say that he wasn't particularly amused, isn't it? I was able to calm him down. You know, if there's one thing Chief Irons seems to be known for, at least in this universe, it's his ability to not shoot you when he's pointing a gun at your head. That's one of his favorite pastimes, to aim his loaded gun at you and not shoot you. He loves that. I was able to calm him down, but that guy must have some serious problems. Really. He knows he can't enter the lab without my help and metal. This is what it means for the chief. This is what it means for the chief to serve and protect. The 21st of August, William informed me that the police and media have begun the investigation on Umbrella's affairs. Oh, that's very nice of him to tell this guy. He said that the investigation will be citywide and that there is a possibility they'll even search through the sewers. He asked me to suspend all Umbrella sewer facility operations until the investigation is concluded. The sewer will still be used for passage, but he stressed that I have to be extremely cautious and then I'd lose my job if anyone finds out about this operation. Brilliant. Will the guy get up? The corpse of a sewer maintenance worker. Yes, I know, and there's this crucial item over here that I can't pick up because I don't have inventory space. Okay, so when we go down the ladder, where are we spat out? Down there, I presume. You know what the problem is? Once we go through the... Considering the fact that I have been told in no uncertain terms that you can only slow the damn fan down temporarily, I presume it's gonna speed back up once we pass, and I'll have to run the gauntlet yet again. But that's life. Sherry, we gotta get going. Sherry, are you stuck? Sherry, hello? Come on. Don't get stuck on scenery. Ah, this is gonna suck. There's a ventilation slot at the end of the ladder. A slot? Whatever. Will you go up the ladder? Do I honestly have a choice? We then run. I go to the item box. Put some stuff away. Take some... Feel gently sliding. Cute. There's a ladder. Will you go down the ladder? It's not like I have much choice. Doink, 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 doink. Yeah. Yep. Facing the wrong way, huh? Okay. Yeah, because that bit is the one where we find these two guys that have been absolutely slaughtered by Birkin. Get on up. Got places to go. Items to put away. Now you wait here and I retrieve the stuff that I need. That we both need. Oh. Okay, so I put away the acid rounds and the flaming rounds and the grenade launcher. I'm taking the valve handle because I'm gonna need that. I'm putting away the healing. I'm putting away the additional ink ribbons. Combine these, put them away. Taking the bow gun and this. That's about it. I am not saving. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, this is incredible. Oh, I've clicked A again. If only I could tell Sherry to stay here, but I can't. Ugh. Are you seriously expected to have the inventory slots? Or is there an item box I've just missed? I honestly don't know. Okay. Now, if the fan on the other side is still stopped, that's brilliant. Now, if it starts going the moment we are inside, between the blades, well, not between the blades, but, you know, between the two sets of blades, we are going to get soft-locked, which is gonna be hilarious. I can't leave Sherry alone. Claire, we don't have the thing! This is not active yet either. Sherry, are you tired or something? I need to go back and retrieve these damn items, but how exactly am I supposed to do that, huh? Okay, we go through here. Help me out here. How exactly am I supposed to proceed? Because she refuses to follow me. Understandably so. I don't have the requisite items. Sherry, for all that is holy, please stay here. I beg of you, just stop. Stay over here. I need to retrieve the things. I don't have the stuff! I don't have the items! How exactly am I supposed to progress now? Sherry, you're making this awkward. Sherry, I guess we are going back there, but we're going back there together. So, essentially the message isn't telling me, no, you gotta complete this. The message is telling me, you must gather your party before venturing forth. Fan, please, Fan? Fan, I beg of you, Fan? Don't... No! The fan is spinning. We're going through this whole rigmarole again. Okay, Sherry. One small with feeling now. Don't get caught by the spiders, dear. Oh. Oh, thank goodness. I brought the wolf hat. Yeah, imagine how pleased with myself I would be were I to forget to bring the stupid wolf handle at the stage which we need to cross the bridge. Sherry, please. Sherry, come on. Look, I get it. She's not feeling well. And in ordinary circumstances, I would carry her or something, but unfortunately, awkwardly enough, I did not have the foresight to have 3 inventory slots. Okay, we go through here. And we arrive in this weird place. The corpse of the crocodile thingy is gone. Sherry. Sherry? We go over here into the dumping area. We run over here to pick up the wolf medal. Get back up. She couldn't even get up the first time. Which is understandable, but come on. Okay, I put this back up, thank goodness. We head up through here. We pick up the medallion. If you get an up, I swear. Eagle medallion, pick it up, yes. Brilliant. Just out of sheer curiosity, does this contain anything of use? No, it doesn't. This green thing? Completely useless. Never mind. Shay, get up. Okay, and now, behold, we use the valve. Hooray. We go up, yes. We go onwards. We go here, descend. I can't leave Sherry alone. Sherry? Sweetheart, will you please? Sherry? Sherry, I understand that you're upset. I understand you're not feeling well, but we have places to go, dear. Okay. Now then, we're here. We turn left, then left again to the tail end. We put both the medallions where they belong, and we're done. Oh, that corpse. Oh, there, whoa, Sherry. Oh, hell no. Listen, I'm not wasting ammo. If she can't keep up, if Sherry just dies on me because I'm not protecting her sufficiently, I'm gonna have a fit. But yeah, I've noticed. Oh, hold on. I'm stuck on that cup. Yep, additional zombies. We're getting to the end of this, plugging in the medallions, and bada bing, bada boom, we should be gone. Sherry, keep up. Keep up, girl, keep up. I don't need to eat. Oh, I beg to differ, Claire. We're going. We're leaving. Water drained. Sherry, get on up, dear. Get on up. I know I may seem heartless, but running through these corridors has rattled me to a large extent. And I haven't saved, so the possibility that she would just go down and force me to redo this section was very real. Still, I wasn't willing to fight all those base. Onwards to the right. Don't tell me what about... If I'm about to walk into a boss fight with pretty much no weapons on me whatsoever, no saves made in a while, well, that's gonna be hilarious. You know, I did just solve a major puzzle. I presumably... Well, that's on me. That's on me. If that happens, That's the wrong button. Well, that doesn't bode well. You should remember which button does what at this point. This really doesn't bode well. Okay, please let me save. That's just us. That's the noise we make walking through here. Over these metal Great. Excellent! This will lead us to the lab. Well, have I sent Annette, by the way? A control panel for the Skytram. Will you turn the power on? Yeah. Sherry, I swear. Get on up. Get up, little girl. We're going places. Yeesh. Please don't tell me there are any zombies inside. Is it a safe room? Is it the safe room only in the lobby? I don't know. Okay, we get on board. Oh, well, we get spat out in a vacant factory. Really? I would have guessed we would end up... A flare gun, I need something to ignite it. A lighter? Will you take the W box key? You've taken the W box... What? Was that... A nut-shaped key. Umbrella's logo is on the key ring. I didn't see that at all. I just, you know, I compulsively kept clicking, expecting to possibly find an item. And I did. Are you supposed to find that one? If I just periodically click the run button, it seems as if Claire is just having seizures. I'm sorry, but you know, sometimes I want to sprint the tiniest of bits, but then I want her to stop sprinting. And because inertia doesn't really exist in this game, she slows down immediately. Which, by the way, is perfectly sensible. We have a path to the left, a path to the right, and we're taking the path to the left first. No! No! I have no healing. I have no... Okay, Sherry, don't go... Why did she just... You know what, Sherry, that's actually fine. Be that way. This is a dead end. This guy's presumably gotta get an up, and maybe he's got a quest item, I don't know. Anything of note here? Or were we just supposed to run away from the direction of the zombies? You know, in most circumstances, especially in real life, you'd think that would be pretty obvious. That would be the thing to do. If you had... In real life, if you were faced with these sorts of circumstances where you have a path to the left and a path to the right, and from the path to the left, hordes of zombies are coming from and the path to the right seems perfectly clear. You would go down the path to the right, especially if you're desperately trying to escort an ill little girl to safety. But this is a goddamn video game. You go in the direction that poses the biggest threat, and you find additional items, like, you know, the damn spark shot. Had I completely ignored this place, I would not have gotten an additional weapon. Oh, great, and it takes up 2 slots. Am I depriving Leon? I'm totally depriving Leon of the spark shot, am I not? Or does he get the flamethrower? Could anyone over here see the spark shot in this guy's hands? Because I've kept clicking for a reasonable while here, and I saw nothing. I saw absolutely nothing over here. Alright? I've tried my damnedest. And only after a long while of clicking was I able to pick up the additional weapon. It wasn't proudly displayed over there. I don't know, maybe I'm blind, maybe I'm severely vision impaired. Sherry, where did you go and why? Why? Yes, hold my hand here. What's with you, dude? I can walk through him, so he shouldn't get on up. But then again, this game does not play fair. Hold on, dear. I'm gonna search his corpse. Nope, he's clear. Nothing here. Please give me a safe room. I beg of you. This should be a safe room. Some description. Walkers. No, of course not. No, of course not. Okay. Okay, well, here's the deal. We have a path onwards, then we turn to the left, and then there's a fork in the road. Left or right? Right is a dead end, so of course we're going down the dead end. I know it's tedious, but with the way the camera works over here, I am going to wait for them to round the corner, and then I'm gonna skewer them with the bolts. Reloading. One bolt is enough. These weapons are really powerful. These weapons are just absolutely broken, aren't they? I mean, look at this. It does use up a single charge, right? Yeah, single bolt, even though it seems to fire multiple. And I have how many? 18 loaded, 39 spell. If you miss the stupid key, presumably you'll face with a rather awkward circumstance once you reach some point. Or maybe we'll just find a box in some dead end and we'll get a bonus item out of it. I don't know. Okay, that's presumably the final zombie. The third and final. Come on. Come crawling through, buddy. Okay, I've had enough. It's been a long day. I have a sick little girl implanted with the G thingy, the G parasite. And I need to get her aid. He stopped. It stopped. It's just... It gave up? Wow. Hi. Goodbye. All right. I mean, you can hear the additional zombies over there. Of course there are. Under always. Bam! Right in your throat. So yeah, aiming kinda helps. Predictably enough, aiming helps. But, you know. Actually, how is she doing? She's fine. Aiming obviously helps. But how can you aim if you can't actually see the enemies? Yeah, speaking of her doing fine, here's some healing, in case you need it. You know, because it's perfectly reasonable to expect you to have gotten hurt by this point, considering the amount of nonsense they've thrown at you. However, considering the resources you get, it's pretty understandable that you will also not only not get hurt, but will just glide through these challenges. My goodness, they give you so... Does this even qualify as survival horror anymore if they throw so much stuff your way? Do you want to go up the ladder? I don't know, game. You tell me. Do I? Or do I want to stay here forever and think about my life? Thank you! Will you take the first aid spray? Sure I will. I'll take anything you throw my way. The factory manager's schedule is written here. It doesn't look like it's been used for a while. Oh, guy's slacking, I see. A machine control panel. Okay, that doesn't tell me much. Let's go to the item box. Then and only then will I be able to interact with the grenades. You know, I'm keeping the valve handle. I have a good feeling about this one. Presumably it's gonna come in handy. Do I ditch the spark shot? I don't know. I am ditching the healing. Oh, are these ink ribbons I see next to the typewriter? Yes, they are. Look at them. Look at them. Can you see them? I think it's around 1, 2, 4. It's like 10 pixels or something. Doesn't quite look circular. Doesn't look like a disc, but I think these are ink ribbons. Huh? Eat your carrots, people. Of course, now that I've picked up the ink ribbons, I no longer have enough inventory space to pick up both of the grenade round types. Oh joy. We go down here, combine these. I have 18 of these rounds. Yeesh. Okay, and the other ones are which? The explosive ones or acid? The grace of the explosives. Nothing more for me here, is there? Nope. We take these. And we can combine it with anything because I don't have spell explosive rounds, fair enough. We combine the ink ribbons with the other ink ribbons. I have a whopping total of 5. How many rounds can I actually load into a grenade launcher? We're about to find out. All of these, excellent. I will ditch the grenade launcher. Do I want to take the... You know, how much is too much stuff? I think I want to ditch the grenade launcher. I am spoiled. After that hectic and chaotic bit of commentary, I think it should still be obvious that I'm going to save. And after I'm done... in the future, I guess I will be exploring the factory. I expected to be exploring the lab, but apparently we haven't gotten that far yet. That's still in the future. We're on the first floor of the factory. There are presumably quite a few of them. I'll have to go through that. Then I'll end up in the lab, I would presume, and once we clear the lab, we should be home free. But for now, as things stand, thank you all oh so much for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.